Hey, in this one I'm going to show you the C++ bindings that exist for Zeromq. So Zeromq has like bindings for every language you could think of, I think, except the very newest one. And the C++ bindings are quite nice. They are established and so on. So those are the one I use at work. And to be honest, into all of those examples, I've been using the plain C interface, but actually I think few people use that. Even for C, they have a higher level interface for it. It was just to show you like kind of yeah the interface, and then it's very easy to learn like the bindings from there. So in Python, JavaScript, or C++, doesn't matter. So anyway, I have a bit of C++ code here where I'm gonna have one thread, which is gonna be the publisher, and in the main thread, I'm gonna have a subscriber, and I'm just gonna quickly show you how you can use the C++ bindings. So first of all, the header is called zeromq.hpp. Nothing fancy. I installed it with VC package, like so. If you can search it on the internet, it's just cppzmq. And basically, it's a header-only library, so you only have two header files actually. Yeah, you can just go on that file on GitHub and just Control F the feature you're interested about and just look into it. It's very easy to read. You will see that it just calls whatever I showed you before, but with a nicer C++ interface. So first of all, let's create a context. So context is context C, like so. So yeah, that's all you have to do. Of course, the destructor will take care of destructing the context for us. Let me create now a socket. So this is how you create a socket. Let's call it a publisher. And Zeromq socket t, like so. I can use auto actually. And this will take the context as the first argument, and then it will take the socket type, which in this case is going to be a publisher, so pub. As always, you have to bind our publisher to something, in this case in proc foo, let's say, because why not? Let's make this slightly bigger. And while as no a stop requested. Yeah, all of this, like the threading and so on, if you're curious, I cover this in my C++ series. But basically, this is just gonna stop the thread whenever whenever this object is destroyed. But it doesn't matter too much. It's a while loop, you know. And so here we can do publisher. We're gonna send, and we're gonna send a Zeromq message, which can be created from a string. Actually, no, it has to be. Well, let's try. There, like so. Boom, boom, Zeromq. Send flags, none. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go there and do this. And let's just do std this thread sleep for, let's say, 100 milliseconds. Why not? So yeah, that's about all there is to it. And then let's quickly create the subscriber. Zeromq socket t. It will again take the context, again it will take the socket type subscriber. It will subscriber it will connect to the other one, so proc foo, like so. And of course, the thing I always forget, but this time I'm not going to, is to actually subscribe to the thing. So we had set sock opt in the C interface. Now we have just set, and then there is a sock object which has a subscribe. No, not object, just an enum. Well, you can subscribe, and here I subscribe to everything, and then I will say I will have a message like so in my loop, and I want to receive from my subscriber, so I call receive and I pass it the message that will be a reference to my message. And like so, you have to handle the result. The result will be is an optional, and it will be null if there was an issue or it timed out. So result has value like so, and then let's just print something. Received. Boom, 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 boom. message, and the message has a toString method to convert it to a std string, and let's run that like so. So I already pre-built the command. It's a bit ugly because I have to link with the VC package stuff, but nothing too surprising here. And I think I just made a typo here. And okay, I'm using a deprecated API, but you can see that it works. What they want me to do is to just have this in a std string or a string view, like so. And yeah, it just works. And yeah, what can I use this? You can see that yeah, it's much tinier, the amount of code. All the closing of the sockets and the closing of the context and so on is taken care of for you, is taken care by the library, is what I meant. And yeah, you have nice objects which you can use like this. You have conversions that help you out and so on. And so I think for the next episode, for the router dealer, I will use this because it will make my life a lot easier. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, whatever language you're using, there is bindings for it. So far, I've used mainly the C++ ones. I've used a bit the Python ones and also the JavaScript ones, and they're all good, and they're all pretty integrated into the ecosystem of the language. For example, the JavaScript one are asynchronous and so on. So yeah, anyway, that's all, and I'll see you in the next one.